Just do something to tell you who I am, you know?
In the last video, I talked about how it is possible to out-train a bad diet, or as I like to say, a fattening diet, because really it's not about bad nutrition, this is about fat and weight loss, right? And you can out-train a bad diet. In fact, if you're working out and your weight is stable, you are out-training a bad diet. Today we're talking about cases where you may actually want to look to out-train your diet. Because this whole idea of like you can't out-train a bad diet and stuff, I think it's putting a little bit too much of a focus on diet. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about today. Here's a case that it may be. Okay, calories in, calories out. That's what we're working with. That is the determining factor towards the body fat on your body and your body weight in general. Sugar, processed carbs, trans fats, whatever they're saying is evil these days, it matters, okay? I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but it's not in control. It's not the most important thing. This is, okay? Now, most people when they're trying to lose weight, they've got what I call these luxury calories that can easily hack out of their diet, okay? They're eating like 3,000 calories a day or whatever, or they have these events that happen in their life where they go and they just get smashed every weekend at the bar, and they're consuming like 2,000 calories worth of alcohol or whatever. But in any case, they've got a lot of calories on the inside, in half of the equation, that they can easily get rid of. So they're like, okay, I'm gonna clean up my diet, as they say, as if it was dirty. Down it goes from like, let's say 3,000 calories a day to 1,500 calories a day. Okay, this is resulting in weight loss. Less going in than is more going out. I'll say that's 3,000 for whatever reason. All right. This is going to result in weight loss. The problem is Mother Nature hates this. We may think it's great, but Mother Nature hates it because this is not homeostasis. The only objective Mother Nature ever has is homeostasis. Get back to a state of balance, because, well, there's that whole death thing. You know, Mother Nature doesn't like it so much, premature death, you know, as organisms and cells and human beings and stuff. We can't achieve homeostasis long enough, we die. So it's kind of important. So this will, I mean, I hate to be morbid, but a weight loss diet on long enough will kill you. All right? Basically, we lose weight because we're not eating enough to sustain ourselves. So we have to make up the difference from fat. The thing is, Mother Nature realizes she doesn't know you're trying to get six-pack abs. She thinks, oh my God, we're going to die if we stay this way. So there's a lot of different things going on. A lot of people are like, oh, you crush your metabolism. There's a lot more to it than that, okay? Just because you lose a few pounds of muscle does not mean you're gonna go from burning 3,000 calories a day to 2, okay? There's a lot to it. There's things like you're gonna get more tired, you're going to, you know, be parking closer to the store, your energy level's gonna go down, your immune system's gonna go down, you're not gonna feel like going out and playing around quite as much. Your friend calls up, say, hey, let's go out, play Frisbee. You're like, nah, I don't feel like it tonight. I'm just gonna sit around and watch TV, you know? All these sorts of things are little ways that Mother Nature's playing around. Drag that down. Back down to 1,500. She doesn't care what you're trying to do. All she cares about are these two the same. Now, the thing is, she doesn't have to drag this all the way down. She can bring this back up. She could be like, oh, fine, you're cutting out sugar. I'm going to make you really hungry. I'm going to make you have sugar cravings. I'm going to make you want something sweet. And look, oh, there are these recipes online for sugar-free cookies. So now you can bring your calories back up, but you get around that dietary rule that you think is so damn important. So this goes up, this goes down a little, and we're back in balance. Mother Nature's happy, but we're not, because we're not losing weight. So what's the case to be when we find ourselves here? This is one of the things that I think exercise is really good for, because there's only so much you can do with diet. Once you're here and you're like, well, I'm eating all organic, it's all natural, it's high protein, low carbohydrate, low sugar, low this, low that, I'm doing all the rules, I'm still not losing weight, what do I do now? Well, if we stick to this whole idea of like, oh, it's all about diet, all we're gonna do is just keep splitting hairs. It's like, okay, so instead of whole almonds, I'll have almonds in the shell, and you find these fitness tips that are all like, oh, don't eat this after like such and such a time. And whereas at first you hacked out like half of your calories pretty easily, now you're counting your potato chips, your baked organic soy potato chips from the farmer's market that you only eat on even days of the week. You know, you got all these damn rules that are like splitting hairs, trying to get this down lower and lower, just a little lower. And you'll notice you're working your ass off and you're not really getting that much for it. This is why I say, let's bring this back up for a short period of time. And this is what exercise is great for. Okay, so if your expenditure is really low, you can blast out the calories through activity, which don't pigeonhole yourself into the gym. To be perfectly honest, the gym is one of the worst places you can ever burn calories because it's boring, it's busy. The minute you're there, you're like, after 20 minutes, you're like, get me the hell out of here. You know, how much longer do I have to be in this class? Blah, blah, blah. Get outside, get into the mountains. I can go and ride my bike for 4 hours, you know, and be like, hey, this is great. I'm tired, but this is great. I still want to be out here in 4 hours. I get more exercise on my bike in a single afternoon than most gym goers get in a week. So when I'm looking to calorie hack, I'll have that happen. But here's the beautiful thing, is you can bring this up a little bit. So let's say 2,000, okay, on a daily basis. And you bring this up, and every once in a while you use a calorie hack where you just burn a crap ton of calories through a long workout or something like that. And now you're momentarily getting out of a calorie balance, which makes Mother Nature more happy because you're not out of that homeostatic state for a long period of time, just for a momentary period of time. You are burning a lot more calories. You are actively burning fat. You're not just hoping your body does it on its own, and you get to eat a little bit more and have a little bit of a buffer. So I know it's long-winded, but yes, there are times and when we should look to exercise as a primary mode of fat burning as opposed to diet. Diet, at this point, is damage control. It doesn't make anything positive happen, it just keeps the negative things from happening. All right, I'm rambling. Thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.